Hello and welcome back to Let's Go Gaming. As you can see from my skin, I added a mod so where you can actually still see my skin and partially see my armor. You can see it from the back as well. So I did go ahead and upgrade my armor a little bit. I got feather falling on my boots and then just some protection and respiration to help in the water. I also got another mod where I can control individual sounds. I can, as you can see, I have 23 current mods, but this lets me control any and all sounds that are in the game. So these are some of the ones that I've changed, just so that I don't have all of the animals really loud all the time. And then same thing for my little wood farm over here, which I AFK'd at my skeleton farm to get a bunch of bone meal, and then at my bamboo farm to get all this wood. So we'll be good on wood for a while now. I was just getting a couple of my other tools enchanted up a little bit more, so I now have sharpness 4, looting 2, and unbreaking on this one sword. And I got a little bit of materials ready to go into the nether and try to get some nether warts so that I can start using some potions. Another mod that I installed, this tells me all of the different recipes for all the different potions. So yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and go back to the fortress that we were at in the last video, and then we can hopefully find some nether wart and start our own farm at my actual base. So I will meet you guys over at the nether fortress. Okay, I didn't have my microphone on, but I actually just got my first wither skeleton skull, so was not expecting that. Let's try to explore just a little bit of this fortress and see if we can find some nether wart. Okay, well, I was going to start a time lapse, but as you can see, I'm currently on fire, and I'm hoping I don't. Okay, good. We ended up not dying. That's always preferable. Let's try to get some of these hearts back up, and then we'll get back into that time lapse. Okay, I don't know what it is with my luck today, but I just got a second with a skeleton skull. So now I have 2 in my bundle. I'm going to try to start using bundles more, because I always seem to be running out of inventory space. And I did remember my gold, so then I don't constantly keep getting attacked by all of the piglin as well. Okay, so we found some nether wart, thankfully. Let's go ahead and get quite a bit of this, and then I am also going to get the soul sand, because for one, I want to make some bubble elevators for my skeleton farm and part of my base. But then it's always good to just have a little bit of soul sand so I can actually put the nether wart as part of my farm as well. So let's see. Yes, there is some more. And while we're here, we might as well see if there's any chests with some loot in it as well. Between videos, I did also find the other wood type biomes. I've already got a tiny bit of the blue wood back at my base. I just need the red wood. Crimson Wart, that's what they're called. Is it dead end? Sure, looks like it. Okay, let's go back down that staircase and see if we can find any of the chests. We did find a okay. We did find another one of the blaze spawners, so we can definitely at one point make a blaze farm, and then since this nether fortress is quite big, we could definitely make a wither skeleton farm as well, to eventually automate getting the beacons. I do just want to say real quick, I am going to try my best to upload twice a week, but I am going to upload at least once a week unless there's any complications like I get sick or anything. But other than that, I'm going to be uploading at least once a week, but I'm going to be aiming for twice a week. Alright, so I got a bunch of loot from the Nether Fortress, which is right over that direction. I'm just heading this direction now to get some of the Crimson Wood, which is over in that direction, quite a distance. And then I got a little bit of gold as well, so I'm hoping that I can find some piglins along the way to trade with, and hopefully we can get some ender pearls to prepare us for the trip to the end whenever we actually end up going there. Because as soon as we beat the ender dragon, then we can focus on making a couple more farms. Definitely want to make an enderman farm, and yeah, just more opportunities, and then we can get an elytra for the first time. Never had an elytra before, so I'll definitely have to figure that out. Got a couple of the saplings. Let's have a quick look around here, see if there's any piglin. There's one all the way over here. Okay, where am I? So like directly to the right. Okay. This direction must be. Let's not jump down there. Even with my feather falling, I don't really want to take too big of falls, if at all possible. Okay. I think there's a piglin down there. Let's find a safe way down. Wonderful. Okay, so we've got a couple of items. We've got spectral arrows, crying obsidian, some more spectral arrows. Yeah. I really want ender pearls. I don't really care about any of the rest of the stuff. Where did he go? There he is. Okay. Okay, more spectral arrows, which I forgot to bring my bow in here, so that's not super helpful even right now. Is that soul sand? I think that was soul sand. one more piece. I definitely should have bought more. And, you know, take some blackstone. I don't have any right now, but don't really need it. I think that was just a piece of regular obsidian. Okay, well, some of this stuff is valuable, I guess. Let's get a couple more of these sapling things. And then, do I need silk touch to get some of this? I do. Okay. I don't know if I need the actual nylium to get more of these fungus in the overworld if I were to use it in a farm. Hoping I don't, but if I had to guess, I would assume I do have to have the actual nylium. But we will see. Okay, now I just have to find my way back. I think I know where I'm going. Dug all the way over here somewhere. It is right here. Where am I? Okay. I need to go further up. Not further this way. I thought it was. I need to go up. Up there. Okay. I don't know how you guys feel about using free cam as a way of navigating, but I see it as how some other YouTube content creators, how they have a second camera account on their Minecraft servers. I see it as the same equivalent of that. So it's like I'm not going to use it to find any ores or anything like that. But when it comes to either finding structures or a specific biome or just my way home, that would be my primary use of the free cam mod. But you guys can let me know in the comment section if you think that's a little bit too unvanilla like. It is nighttime. Okay. another one of the small mods that I installed was just one to hide my item frames. Is a mod that I've seen in many different Let's Plays and SMPs, such as the Hermitcraft server, which goes along with the armor stand one that I've already shown off. There's this, but there's also a data pack that Zombie Cleo uses that I tried installing, but for some reason I can't get it to work. So I think I have either the wrong version number or I'm doing something wrong, which is probably the latter of that. For a second, I was about to be worried that I would have to put this nether wart near water until I remembered that you can't actually have water in the nether, so of course you don't need to have soul sand next to water. And again, these farms are entirely temporary until I find a more permanent place to put them. It will eventually go into my newer base over there, but as for right now, this is just temporary, so that I can just get some farms started and start bulk collecting some of these items. So if I'm reading this correctly, all of these potions need to have nether wart first, and then these secondary items. So if I do these, it gives orchid potions, and then the pufferfish would give water breathing, I believe, if I know how to read this. This is my first time using this mod, because I always forget how to make the potions. So if this is correct, then I will also make some fire resistance, especially when I'm going on my nether trips. Water breathing, yeah, perfect. Okay, and then we'll do some redstone to make it last longer. Okay, nice. Okay, it is now the next day in real life. I was updating my actual name for my Minecraft account, and I accidentally almost deleted this world, so I'm glad that I didn't. But we should be good now. I didn't do anything between the last clip and this one, in the actual game, but I did have to recover this world a little bit whenever I was actually changing my account name to my same name as my YouTube channel. So what I'm going to do now, we do have already quite a bit more of this nether wart growing, which is a good thing. That fully grow, I don't know. Doesn't look like it. I don't actually know what this nether wart looks like when it's fully grown. So I think I might, so that's 38, it's also 39, okay. So I'm just going to leave that and not mess with it, because I think I've broken multiple now before they were actually ready. And I think I'm going to do a little bit more work on my actual base over here and get some of the interior done and add in the actual windows and actually give some of these buildings an actual purpose, and maybe move my wheat and carrot farms over here. Just then we don't have to keep coming back to my temporary base, which is over in this direction. And yeah, I'm also wanting to, so we have 11 ender pearls, we could start getting prepared for going into the end. I still have not found an actual end portal yet, but as soon as I want to get around 20 Eyes of Ender, so we'll need about 9 more Ender Pearls. We have enough Blaze Rods at this point, but I think I'm going to go ahead and just start moving some of my stuff over to my new base, so then we don't have to keep coming back here every single time. So I will join you whenever I have just a couple of my items over at my new base. Okay, I am just putting in some glass at my new base. I ran into an issue where continuity wasn't actually working, but it was because I didn't have the actual resource pack installed. So the glass was showing up like this, which this is how it default shows, but continuity definitely makes the glass look a lot better, but it also works on a bunch of other blocks as well. As you can see, it looks a lot cleaner. So I'm going to go ahead and fill in the rest of these windows, and I do have some torches to actually light this place up a little bit, although I might do like some skylights potentially in the future, but for right now what I'm wanting to do is just to put some torches in, just so then we don't have any more mobs spawning in here. I already ran out of glass. I have some more glass smelting back on my other initial base, but I brought over all my food with me as well, so we'll go ahead and just temporarily make another double chest for all of my food to go into, and then we can bring over everything else along with the glass and finish working on some of these builds in the next video. I'm going to go ahead and get off of here and go ahead and edit this video and then get it out to you guys, because this video is already 2 days late. But I've been Let's Go Gaming, and thank you again for watching. Peace.